Today I'm here to discuss about communication skill. Basically communication skill in English. A lot of candidates, those who come from village, state boards, or they are serving in the armed forces, but their background is such that they never got the time to work on it. So these are the people who are suffering from the weak communication skill, and because of that, they face the failure in the board, basically in the SSV interviews. Communication skill is directly linked to your power of expression. Power of expression is something which makes you easy to perform in certain tests which are the part of the SSB interview, like group discussion, lecturate, and personal interview. Similarly, those who are weak in power of expression, they can't project themselves. Whatever they have inside, that can't come out because of the weak power of expression. And that becomes the major cause for their failure. In order to develop your communication skill, what we are doing, I'll tell you later on. But prior to that, I'll tell you that what are the basic necessities when you are working to learn a language. Three basic things are there which are needed when you are learning a language. First is reading, second is writing, and third is speaking. So read, write, and speak. If you are doing these three things for any language, you can learn it easily. For this, we have scientifically designed sessions. I'm using the term scientifically designed intentionally because it is designed in such a way that you would love to work on it continuously. Your interest will always be there in those sessions. And by working on it, you will add on to your knowledge, and ultimately, your communication skill would be good in that particular language, especially in English. So, this is how we are working. Next to this, what we are offering. So when these sessions are conducted, there are certain things which are the need of the hour. Reading and writing needs supervision. Like whatever you are reading and writing, if any mistake is there, it should be monitored by somebody. So we have a person particularly to monitor it. Speaking needs atmosphere. This is a well-known fact which all of us know. If you see a small kid who is growing in a particular atmosphere, very effortlessly he'll learn his mother tongue. So, in the same way, whenever you are learning a language, you need a kind of atmosphere. So, that atmosphere we are providing. Like, suppose you are there with us for 2 hours. So, in that 2 hours, continuously, the entire group would be speaking in English, and you would be bound to speak the same language. Language is something which we learn from each other in a very speedy manner. So, that's why this atmosphere is going to help you. Your communication skill is very much integral part of your personality development. You know, when you are developing your communication skill, it means that you are developing a new trait in your personality. It's a time taking process. Any positive change in your personality takes time. Okay. Second, it is tedious process. It's boring. So a lot of people give up on the way. Like well they are in the process, they give up. So now you know the fact that overnight nothing is going to change. So you have to wait for at least 3 months to bring a minimum change in your personality. Now, a lot of candidates commit such kind of mistakes. I'm going to explain you that after written examination, they run towards the coaching institute for their SSB interview. But what happens to them? Because these coachings are designed in such a way that 15 to 20 days they have designed for the course, and in that meantime, they tell you about the test, that what kind of tests are there which would be conducted in the board, and that amount of time is very less to work on both the aspects, tests and the communication skill. So communication skill needs a greater span of time whenever you have to work it from zero or you have to start it from the beginning. So these candidates like gets stressed, frustrated, and they have regret that they could have started it before, because in that 20 or 15 days they do not get the result. So after seeing them, you might be thinking that you are not going to repeat the same mistake. Yes, even my suggestion is the same, that you should not repeat the same mistake. You should start it right now, because it takes a lot of time. Whenever you come to us, like you join our course, then what are the basic things which we see in you? Dedication in the discipline is very core part which should be there inside you. Data means your cell phone has a proper amount of data and it should run without any interruption. The last and important point is that you should have dare to challenge your weakness. Like a lot of people get to know, first of all, they do not accept their weakness, and rest of the people are there, they accept their weakness but they do not work on that. So here you have to recognize your weakness, you will be told about it, after that you have to work on that. So these are the four basic things which we want in you. Our officer making classes were there in offline mode. We were not thinking to launch it online, but keeping in mind about few other candidates, like those who are in job, those who are in a school or college, and they have made their mind to join the armed forces, but they do not get the opportunity to develop their communication skill. Especially for them, this course has been launched. Apart from that, those who are trying for the SSB or trying for the written examination, they can also join us. In a single batch, we can't have more than 10 candidates because it becomes a mess. Here, the basic purpose of the batch is to make the group active, and like most of the time it would be a interactional session. Like we all have to be, we all will be speaking to each other. So that's why we have kept the batch a strength sort. Now this is all about the course, that it is a 3 month course, totally focused on your personality development, and small groups are made for the more interaction, which I have already told you. The fee is very nominal, it is less than any tuition fee which you see. Even a kid pays more than this. These are the contact details. On 20th of May, this 20th of May, this batch is going to be started, and it is first come first serve process. So once the batch is full, we will not entertain the admissions ahead of, like after that. Once the batch is full, you have to wait for the next batch. So hurry up. And that's all about the course, that's all about the process. For any inquiry, you can dial those numbers which were given in the previous slide. Thank you very much.